Welcome, everybody. You're back with the NextManUp Sportscast crew, episode 20, coming at you today, all the way live. Just kidding, we're not live. But while we're recording this, we treat it as live. So that way, you can get the most raw, unfiltered version of the show as possible. So, Mandy, with that being said, I'm without a doubt. I don't think I'm going out on a limb on saying this at all, by any means. The NFC East is the worst division in football, has been for years.
Oh, I thought you were going to say without a doubt I was a better-looking brother. Facts.
Oh, that's in big doubt right there. We'll have to put a poll up, maybe. I don't think you'll win this one. You got Stevie.
In those good-looking polls, I am 1-0.
To be fair, you got my boy Stevie. So, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But I'm okay with the poll. I'm open to it. Very open to it, actually. But NFC East, by far the worst, horrendous dumpster fire of a division this year, and really for the past 5-6 years. We haven't really had a really competitive team out of that division in a long time, probably since Eli's Giants, right?
Yeah,
but this year, somebody's got to win it. Somebody's got to host a home. Somebody's got to host a home playoff game, right? No doubt in my mind, they're going to have a losing record. But if you had to pick right now, who are you picking to win that division?
Well, I mean, it's fairly simple. You got to pick somebody. I'm going to go with the team that is the most, I'm not going to say disciplined, but the team that has a coach that is the most disciplined coach,
okay.
The coach that has full control of his team. And I think that's Ron Rivera and the Washington Redskins.
Super Bowl pedigree?
Yeah, man.
Washington football team.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. The Washington football team. Sorry, any of you, people out there. But anyway, Washington football team, that's who he is. Ron Rivera, you know what I'm saying? He's a great coach, great leader. They have a young defensive line, that guy from Ohio State. But most importantly, they have this feel-good story, right? People are going to be behind the underdog team, not because of the record, the fact that you have Ron Rivera beating cancer.
Right.
You have Alex Smith, the quarterback, right, coming off 24 leg surgeries, his leg being half gone.
Almost died.
Yeah. And yet now he's starting quarterback with an NFL team who's will probably win the NFC East. So they have that sympathy vote. Everyone's going to be behind them. I think the Redskins are going to win the NFC East for sure.
Again, the Washington football team, but
you
know what?
The Washington football team. Jeez.
Let's call it what it is. Let's have some journalism integrity here, right? Journalistic integrity. But anyway, I want to agree with you, and I kind of want the Washington football team to win. But they just have such a tough schedule down the stretch. Really, a lot of these NFC East teams do. And besides in their own division, I really don't see them winning any games. For Washington, the only game outside the division I see them possibly winning is Week 16 against Carolina, which, again, that's a tough game. Carolina's a tough team. But right now, I got to go with who's in first place just because of where they're at now, and that's the New York Football Giants.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're in first place right now, technically, with the tiebreaker stuff like that at 4-7. 4-7
Wow.
is the first place NFL football team. Yes, 4-7. Ridiculous. But the only thing about the Giants right now that I'm worried about, Daniel Jones is going to miss some time. Looks like he aggravated a hamstring injury, and he's been the heart and soul of that football team. He really has. Yeah, he did. So the only reason I'm saying the Giants could still have a chance is because of who they have a veteran backup quarterback in Colt McCoy. And Colt McCoy, yeah, veteran guy who never really played. But Colt McCoy, out of Texas, he knows what he's doing out there. That's one thing. He's got some weapons. The New York Giants defense is playing stout, especially their front seven. If there's a team that I would say not the Washington football team that's going to win it, you want to say the Eagles, but I'm going to go with the New York Football Giants. Just like I said, having that experience with Colt McCoy in the back, Wayne Gallman has been a really good running back for them, and they have a solid enough defense, I think, to keep them in ball games. So
my backup team is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, it has to be.
For two reasons. I think the Redskins should win it, but if I had to pick a secondary team, I'm going to say the Philadelphia Eagles. Why? Number one, that tie should be so big for them.
Oh, yeah. And number two has to be Doug Peterson. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. He knows how to win, and he did it all last year with a banged up roster.
Doug Peterson, if you're watching, my guy, if you want to get a good win, if you want to sneak in a win somewhere here and there, you got to go ahead and put in that backup quarterback,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, man. Why? Is he better than Wentz? Probably not, but it's something different. You could game plan, right, the whole week. The other team will have no idea how to, handle with Jalen Hurts. So you might sneak away with the win, and that could get you over the edge in the NFC East where one win could do it all.
Yeah,
So
the way I see it, is like, do you remember not last year but the year before Flacco got hurt at the end toward the end of the year, and then they went with Lamar Jackson, won them a couple games. Nobody knew how to prepare for him, right? Then Flacco came back and was healthy. Harbaugh stuck with this guy, stuck with Lamar Jackson, took him to the playoffs. So you could potentially see something like that with Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts. I thought when he filled in Alabama and then he went to Oklahoma was such a good move for him. I really like Jalen Hurts.
High character quarterback.
High character guy, exactly. But somebody's got to win the NFC East. Mandy says it's going to be Washington. I'm going to go with the New York Football Giants, not feeling good about it. Both of our backup picks are going to be the Eagles. You think the Eagles should win it, right?
Yeah.
They've been bad. With that front seven, you think they'd be better, but they haven't been. Mandy, topic number 2 here I got for you. And this one comes with a matchup this week that I'm really intrigued and I really want to watch. I want to get your opinion on that as well. But first, is the college football playoff fair? Okay, the formatting, getting the top 4 teams of all the conferences. Is it fair? And the reason I'm bringing this up, this week we got a really interesting matchup. We got BYU.
Yes.
Zach Wilson and BYU playing Coastal Carolina, the undefeated Chanticleers, with a dream story Cinderella season. They're going to be playing each other. Both teams undefeated. Both teams not getting the respect they deserve, in my opinion. With that being said, one of these teams is going to miss the college football playoff. One of them is. No doubt in my mind.
The doubt that both of them could miss it.
Exactly.
Even if one goes undefeated.
And that's my other point here, is that they could both miss the college football playoff. Now tell me, with that being said, is the current formatting fair? And has it and what has been wrong with this formatting? I would say for a long time, but what is the problem here?
If you want to throw it back old school with the BCS.
BCS, yeah.
That was okay, but then you only took the top 2. I didn't really like that. And then, you go into this college football playoff, which I liked, right? You have this committee, choosing the top 4 teams. But I think the committee is a great idea, absolutely. You cannot just do the top 4 teams. I really do think that college football Division I really needs to do a top 8. You really got to do a top 8 where you got to get the top 5 conferences, the champion from each of the top conferences, right? And then
3 at-large bids.
3 at-large bids. I think that's how it should go. With those 3 at-large bids, you throw in there the independents like Notre Dame and BYU. Throw the mid-majors in, right?
Yep.
In the years past, it could have been Utah when they were in the Mountain West. UCF from the American Conference, right?
Yep.
I think BYU is a great team. BYU is one of the most. Why do you know Pac-12 teams don't want to play BYU?
Because they know they're going to lose.
They're one of the most physical teams in college football year in and year out. I think BYU is a great team. And okay, am I going to say they're the best top 4 in the college football? I can't say that because there's not a huge
sample size.
Ohio State played 3-4 games. Yeah, Alabama. Alabama's really good. Clemson's really good. I think BYU could give Notre Dame a hell of a game. Yeah. I think Notre Dame is so overrated, but that's for a different topic. I think BYU, if they go undefeated, it's going to suck because they probably won't get in to the top 4. Do I think BYU is better than a 1-loss Clemson? No, I don't. But they still need the opportunity, and man, I just wish they can.
A healthy 1-loss Clemson, yeah, I don't think they're better than them at all. But yeah, I think it's criminal, man, not robbing us of a. Let's say let's say you give a 1 versus 8 seed and BYU's your 8 seed, you're robbing us of like a Alabama BYU, which I'm not saying is going to be a great game, but I want to see Zach Wilson go out there and try. You know what I mean?
This though, Alabama would not want to face BYU.
Oh no, the physicality of them stopping the run, things like that. Yeah, that'd be tough. But real quick, you said something. It's a different topic for a different day. But Notre Dame, you're claiming that they're so overrated, right? And I'll give it to you. Some of their wins are questionable. Beating a unhealthy Clemson. Well, I don't want to say
In
unhealthy. I'll say
overtime
a
with a
Trevor
freshman
Lawrence.
quarterback.
Yeah, a Trevor Lawrence lists Clemson Tigers, but really they're like this year's Pittsburgh Steelers. They're undefeated. They've beat just about every challenge in front of them. But have any of the wins really been convincing?
No.
Not really. If you look at the Steelers, they've only won 2, 3 games with opponents over 500. Notre Dame is this year's Pittsburgh Steelers. Are they contenders to win it all? Of course they are. With their record alone, are they?
Hell no.
We'll see. We'll have to see.
Go
Every time,
Syracuse.
I just feel like every time they get to that point, they get beat. You know, with whether it was the Manti Te'o led Notre Dame Fighting Irish against Alabama, or anytime they play USC, they just seem to come up short. But so that we'll have to see. I wish, yeah, like you said, I wish we could get 8 teams in the college football playoff. I think it'd be awesome. It would be kind of like the tournament, where Evansville can beat Kentucky, things like that, or Morehead State can beat Duke out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So we could get some potential upsets
University
like
of
that.
Maryland, Baltimore County could beat Virginia in the first round.
Exactly. Things like that is what I would love to see in college football. We need to see more of that. Even if you shorten the season a little bit, give us a longer playoff, it'd be great.
And by the way, BYU is going to stomp Coastal Carolina.
You think so? Ooh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Coastal Carolina. I love Coastal Carolina. I'm the guy who said to take Coastal Carolina week 1.
It's true.
They're a really good team. Okay.
True. The Chanticleers.
Yeah, I was a heavy bandwagon, but they play in the Sun Belt, right? Their toughest competition was Appalachian State,
which was a good game, by the way. I watched that game. It was a great game.
Great game.
But beat them barely. But yeah,
that's the toughest competition. BYU is a different breed.
Although didn't they beat NC State though? Also, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, that was the Liberty game and they lost. Yeah, true. Okay, so yes, the Chanticleers, BYU. Looking forward to that matchup. Looking forward to college football correcting their playoff system, and I hope so. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. But Mandy, that moves us along here to, of course, the segment where Mandy's basically right here printing you guys some money. I mean, last week the 2-0, a lock. If you put money on it, you felt good. I put some money on it. I should have put more, honestly. Faded myself and put some money on Mandy's picks because it would have helped me out here. But Mandy, continue your streak, please. Here, continue your streak, please.
In the last 3 weeks, I've gone 2-0 twice.
That's true. You're about 5-1, I believe, in the last 3 weeks.
I'm on fire.
He's on fire. He's on fire. If you're cappers in the business, dream of going 5-1 in 3 weeks. So
I'm living it, baby. I'm living it.
So tell me what you got this week then, since you're big dog in it.
Simple, big dog in it here. I gotta go with my college football because I just love my college football. And the key is you just can't go with this different games. You gotta focus on what you know best and what you've been following. And for me, okay, I've been following certain teams here and there, but I'm gonna go first with my lock of the week. Okay. It's gonna go to the MAC. I've watched some of these MAC games. Okay.
I love me some action. Oh my gosh, I love Thursday night action.
One team in particular, and not because they're good, but because they're so effing horrible, and that's Bowling Green. Bowling Green has been so bad the last 3 years. I'm going to say it right now, go on a limb here, that they're probably the worst Division I team in America, Bowling Green, and with the ugliest colors and ugliest jerseys.
Yeah, that ugly orange and like brown. Yeah.
So now Bowling Green, okay, they're only 3-point underdogs. Well, actually 2.5-point underdogs. Why? Because they're playing against another winless team in the MAC, Akron.
Akron sucks. Yeah.
Akron sucks, but Bowling Green is that bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I just have no faith in Bowling Green. I think Akron's gonna muster enough offense to go and get this game maybe like 24 to like 10 or something like that. It'll be one of those, low scoring games. I say take your money on Akron minus 2.5. Money line them, whatever. Akron minus 2.5. Easy cover from what I could compute in my head.
There you go.
Like I said, the key is picking what you know best.
The dog. Who's your dog?
Where my dog is going to go from the ACC. I've been betting ACC all year long at least once. I know these ACC schools really well, and so they're technically independent. I'm telling you, I'm the biggest Notre Dame hater there is. I think Notre Dame is so underrated. Okay,
I think it's well
could have lost
documented.
to North Carolina. They came back on them. Okay,
Yeah.
they I took them
Well,
once.
they blew them out in the second half. I mean, they
Whatever.
dominated that second half. So
I took them Notre Dame to destroy Georgia Tech early in the year, and they barely beat Georgia Tech like 13. I think it was
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Okay,
I
anyway,
took that
yeah, I'm with you.
game.
Underdog. I almost wanted to make this my lock of the week. Syracuse plus 33 and a half. Syracuse is a very, very young defensive minded team. Are they going to win? Hell no, they're not going to win. But because they have a good young defense, and Syracuse already, they're done with this year. They're giving their young guys playing time for the future. And they've played so much already that Syracuse defense, though they're young, got a lot of man hours behind them. That being said, Notre Dame clinched already ACC title game against Clemson. They're not worried about Syracuse. They know they're going to beat Syracuse, but are they going to cover? Are they going to cover the 33.5 point spread? No.
Ooh,
Syracuse,
5 touchdowns.
If I can get Syracuse to score 14 points, I don't think Notre Dame is going to put up 50 or 49, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Syracuse scoring 14 points, and they should cover the 33.5 points. Big time right there. So you got Syracuse plus 33.5 and Akron minus 2.5.
I like them both. I like both picks here. I really do. I'm going to take you to Sunday's games here. And really one game that I think is just the line is just wrong here. And I did check actually. Yeah, the line did get corrected a little bit here, but still, Tennessee versus Cleveland. Tennessee is leading in the AFC South right now. They're the number one team in the AFC South. However, they are the underdog in this game. So this is my underdog of the week. I'm taking the Titans. They are now at plus 4.5. Yesterday, they were at plus 5.5. So that line movement is usually a good thing. I think Tennessee wins this game outright in general. They've shown the ability to stop the run. That's what Cleveland does the best. And they need play action to get their offense going. They've shown the ability to stop the run. Cleveland hasn't really shown the ability to stop the run on offense. And if you can't stop Derrick Henry, he's going to run all over you. And if you don't stop him from running all over you, then Tannehill opens up the play action book. And then Tennessee's a really hard team to beat. They literally went to the AFC Championship game, spotted the Chiefs 14 points and should have won. And then, it is what it is from there. That's a great football team. And to give them 5.5 points is ridiculous. Even 4.5 points to me is ridiculous. I think they win this game outright. My lock of the week, hammer this one, people. I'm telling you. Multiple sources have told me that this is the game. This is the game to hammer. Colts money line, okay? I'm not a huge fan of the Colts team this year. I'm really not. I am, however, a huge fan of that defense. And they're playing the team, the Houston Texans, within their division that they know well, that is without their number one receiver. Will Fuller, gone, did some steroids or whatever he was doing. He's out for the rest of the year. David Johnson, their starting running back, gone, out for the rest of the year. And then they got some problems on the offensive line. Throw all of that in with the Colts' great defense and their ability to score some points with Phillip Rivers. Yeah, I'll take the Colts money line all day long. I'll even take a -3. I'm probably going to do both there, but I feel safer with the money line bet. If you're putting big money, I'd probably do the money line. A little bit smaller bet, do the -3 to get a better return for sure.
Okay.
With that, yeah, I like them. I love those picks. Staying in the AFC South, teams that I've watched definitely a lot this year. So, Mandy, with that, we're going to move on. Everyone's getting ready for their fantasy football playoffs. They're getting ready for those championship games. But first, you got to win to get in. A lot of you. I know for a fact you do. Especially in my league, I just did the math because that's how desperate I am. I have a chance to get in, all right? And I'm going to tell you one guy that might be able to help me get in.
Do I have a chance to get in our league? Am I in the playoffs?
Yes. We'll go over that a little bit later. But Mandy's doing great. Okay, I can't lie. I did help him with some of those picks. He listens to me. I see him on his phone literally when I'm talking, and then he's writing stuff down, using it against me. But it's all good. I want everybody to succeed. That's why I do this. But Cam Akers, we told you about him probably week 4 or so. He's been hurt. But guess what? Cam Akers is healthy. His touches have gone up every single game the past 3 weeks. Whose touches have gone down? Darrell Henderson. Darrell Henderson is now averaging 5.5 touches per game. That's a lot less than he was averaging before. Malcolm Brown is averaging about 4.5 touches per game. That's a lot less than this guy was averaging before. All those carries are really going to Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. But in the running back position, all those carries are going to Cam Akers. And the one thing that I didn't like about Cam Akers before is he gets taken out at the red zone. You miss out on fantasy for Malcolm Brown usually. So, so usually, but now Cam Akers is getting those red zone touches. He's finally scoring you some touchdowns. So in your league, if he's not taken yet and you need a deep dive flex option to win you your last game before playoffs, Cam Akers just might be your guy. So that was the fantasy minute. One quick advice on the Rams' backfield, which nobody knows what the hell's going on there anyway. I think the better guys to own, obviously, in that offense are Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. But, if you can't get those guys, Cam Akers might be an option for you. So, Mandy, I just got word, producers in my ear. What's that, Mo? Yeah, it's time for Rapid Sports Trivia with Mandy and Chooch. One day I'm going to get that recorded, and it's just going to sound better than that. But till that day comes, we got the creepy voice coming at you. So, Mandy. We have seen so much of this in the NFL. Guys getting hurt, backups getting hurt, COVID list, stuff like that. Teams sometimes have to resort to their what are called emergency quarterbacks. So ESPN wrote this really cool article that I'm going to reference here. So shout out to the mothership. They wrote a really cool article on who are each team's either emergency quarterbacks or prospective emergency quarterbacks. I'm going to give you 5 teams. I think you could get them, and you're going to tell me the player. If not, it's just interesting and you'll learn something. But I'll let you get some time to think.
It won't be 0 for 5, but okay, go for it.
It won't be rapid fire. It'll be more like rapid fire. Okay, here we go. Number 1, the New England Patriots. Cam goes down. Stidham goes down. Hoyer goes down. Who you got? Dang, I knew all 3. That's pretty good.
Oh, the pal.
Think about it. It's not that hard if you think about it.
Oh, is it the receiver? Julian Edelman?
Oh, we'll see at the end. The Cardinals. Kyler Murray goes down. Don't know who their backup is. I don't know who their third string is. But all those guys go down. The emergency quarterback would be.
For the Cardinals.
He's on defense. I'll give you that hint.
Let's go with the Honey Badger.
He doesn't play for the Cardinals anymore, but all right.
Oh,
Moving on to the Rams, your Los Angeles Rams. If Goff goes down, is Case Keenum still there? I don't even know. But their backup third string guy, if they go down, who are the Rams lining up at QB in an emergency situation? Good one.
I'm going to say that for the Rams, they'll probably get Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. I could see it. The guy's a freak of an athlete. This guy, he oftentimes gets thrown into some trick plays here. One of Andy Reid's boys. So if Patrick Mahomes goes down, I'm sure Andy Reid will find somebody off the street to do well. But if they're not all available and they have to put another position player in at QB, who's that player going to be?
Tyreek Hill, I guess. I don't know.
Tyreek Hill? That's a good guess. Number 5 here. For the Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield goes down. I don't know who the other quarterbacks are. Who is the guy? This guy actually has 2 passes.
Jarvis Landry.
So, yeah, what I was going to say is Jarvis has 2 pass attempts and 2 touchdowns in his career. And, yes, he is deemed as the emergency quarterback. So, you got 1. We're going reverse order here. With the Chiefs, Travis Kelce is the emergency quarterback. Yeah, he actually has some trick plays where he's throwing some really good passes.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and I want to say he played some quarterback in high school. But another guy here for your Los Angeles Rams, although I would love to see Aaron Donald line up at quarterback and just run the ball every time probably.
Oh, Cooper Kupp.
The emergency quarterback is Cooper Kupp. Yeah. So a little late on that one. We'll give it to you. For the Cardinals on defense, not the Honey Badger because he actually plays for the Chiefs now, won a Super Bowl with them, but Patrick Peterson is the emergency quarterback for the Cardinals. And for the New England Patriots, yes, it is the Kent State product, the former quarterback Julian Edelman. So really you got 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. We'll give you 3. We'll give them 3. Not bad.
My
Not
turn.
bad. What you got?
So, man, you threw me like a freaking super hard one, man. It was okay,
That
though.
was a tough one. That was a tough
It
one.
was very tough. Very tough. Okay.
To be fair, I gave you the easiest out of the 32.
No, you're right. You're right. You did. I respect that. I respect that. So here you go. We're gonna go stick with the NFL. Okay, rapid fire. And we're week 14. I think we are week 13 or 14 in NFL.
13.
13. Okay. So we already solidified the big offenses, right? The big passers. Give me the top 5 passing offenses in the NFL.
Ooh, interesting.
I'll give you a window of 7.
Okay.
Give me 5 of the top 7.
Up there's got to be Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs because I'm pretty sure he's leading the league.
Okay.
Got to be Russell Wilson and the Seahawks for sure. Got to be up there with DK and all Tyler Lockett and his guys. Another one's got to be, let's say, I'm going to go with Atlanta. Atlanta likes to throw the football a lot. Let's go with, I was going to say Minnesota, but I think they run the ball too much. It's got to be a team that plays from behind a lot too, right? Let's go with the Los Angeles Chargers. I think that they should be up there. That's what, 3 or 4? That's 3, right?
So you said the Chiefs,
Seahawks,
Chargers, Seahawks,
and Atlanta.
Atlanta 4.
And let's go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for my 5th choice here.
All right. So number 1. Chiefs.
Maybe the Rams are up there too. Yeah.
So So Chiefs number 1. You got it. Buccaneers for number 2.
Nice.
Chargers number 3.
Oh.
Seahawks number 4.
Oh, let's go. And number 5 is Atlanta.
You missed the Texans at 5.
Okay, that makes
Surprising.
sense. That makes sense.
The Cowboys.
Oh. See, I said a team that plays from behind a lot. It's got to be. They got to throw.
The Cowboys were number 6. And the Falcons number 7.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. He went 5 for 5. That's what 3 rapid fires in a row. I need to get me a belt right here just to put it.
Hey, you know what's funny though? That we actually filmed this show yesterday, but our producer Mo effed up. And I went 5 for 5 in rapid fire yesterday.
No, you went 4
Thanks,
for
Mo.
5 for 5.
Oh yeah, whatever. Thanks, Mo.
But the people will never see that, so I am the people's champ this week and every week when it comes to rapid fire, baby. So yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the people's champ. I'm going 5 for 5 every week. That's just how I roll. But Mandy, speaking of the week and how it went for you, tell me, what's your takeaway? What you got this week?
It's real simple, okay? My man Mo has been dodging me. Okay? I threw out a challenge about this 100-meter race, okay? Mo has not texted me. He has not called me. Not DM'd me. Nothing.
He hasn't sent you a pigeon with the note on it?
No smoke signals. Nothing.
Sheesh.
He's scared. Okay? So, this week, well, coming up, okay, on Monday, Mo, expect a text to meet me at Cathedral, and we're going to race, Mo. You got a big mouth, bro.
That's some home cooking. That's some home cooking right there.
Yeah. And I think Chuchi here is actually he's actually take some bets, right?
Yes, I will be taking some bets. I'm gonna set the over under. I looked it up. Said the average man runs the 100 meters in about 13 seconds. Yeah. You guys are nothing but average, so we're gonna go with about
above average.
Over under at about 13.8 is what I'm gonna leave it at.
I would put the odds at Mandy, minus 200.
Oh,
confident I am.
Happy minus 200. That means Mo is the dog here. Mo's gonna be. I'm gonna give Mo plus. No, you know what? No, I think. See, right now. I'm gonna leave the odds at even right now. You guys are both at plus 100. Okay, I haven't seen either of you run in a while. Judging off just general body type and whatnot. Mo's got longer legs technically, so he probably move a little quicker.
Yeah, especially those longer legs, Mo. Dress codes, real simple. Wear those same red trunks you wore summer camp swimming days. Yeah, you know which ones. Yeah,
So that's my theory on why he's been dodging you. He's got to tan the legs. He's definitely got to tan the legs a little bit, so he doesn't appear to be super wet. But I'm gonna set the line at plus 100. Obviously, the line moves. We'll see what information Woj drops and stuff like that. I know Woj is gonna be tweeting about this. Obviously, dropping Woj F-bombs. But Mandy, my takeaway, a little bit different, okay? Everybody, I put a poll up right now, and I'm going to actually live check this right now. I put a poll up on Westbrook. Is he a good fit for the Wizards or not, right? Is the trade a good fit? And right now, actually, it changed. So we're at 50-50. 200 people.
Really?
Yeah, we're at 50-50 right down the middle. And I'm here to tell you guys, whatever team gets Russell Westbrook, it's a great fit. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Before the bubble, you're going to judge him based off the bubble and they lost to this team and that team and the Lakers, blah, 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 right? Before the bubble, he was averaging 33 and 8. That's a great teammate if you ask me. If you ask anybody, can your second best player average 33 points and have 8 assists per game? They're going to tell you no, I promise you. Maybe the Lakers might not be, but they're probably going to tell you no. So whatever team Russell ends up on, yes, he loves to score. Yes, he likes the ball. But you know that going in, you can game plan for it, okay? Whatever team he goes to, he's going to make better, and he's going to be a great fit for that team. And I think he's getting in the years where he's a little bit older, and he's more concerned about winning than stuff in the stat sheets. So I think when he goes to the Wizards, he's going to take them to the damn playoffs. Finally, I think they get an 8 or somewhere in the 6 to 8 seed in the East. Russell and Bradley Beal are going to take over that team. Plus, they got some young guys that I really like. Great fit for the Wizards. Amazing trade for the Wizards. I love it.
Sounds good. I like it.
Exactly. That's my takeaway. I hope you guys all have an amazing week. And I want to say thank you to our fans for getting us to 900 Instagram followers. 20 shows, 900 followers. Pretty darn good. All right. We got something really cool, special, unique for you guys coming at 1,000. So make sure you stay tuned. Put those post notifications on the IG so you know when we're posting, you know what we're talking about. Because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. But that's okay. I like doing that. It's all right. But 1,000 followers, make sure you stay tuned. We got something really special for you guys. We really appreciate everything that you guys do for us. We have no show without you. So enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Next Man Up Sportscast.